know, they say that when there are talents that you bring together, it's like a match made in heaven. And I'm very excited for today's episode because we bring back past guests on our show, but never together. But they have been seen around town performing beautiful music. Let's welcome them back on the show, Joan Almedilla, and of course, Matthew John Ignacio.
Hello.
Hi, guys. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You too.
I see you all the time,
Every
though.
day.
Right? Joan and I are in a play that's going to be opening on the 17th of February.
Yeah, I heard.
So I hope you can come.
Yes.
She invited you?
Lots
She
of
has
Tagalog.
all of that stuff. Yeah. I have to
Lots
get
of
up on that.
Tagalog.
Yeah, and
Okay,
subtitles.
so it's exciting to have you guys here together because you've never been on the show together,
Yeah.
but you've been seen, especially the last FPAC that happened last year.
Yes.
Pinag-usapan talaga yung inyong performance.
Oh,
I was
you.
watching, non-Filipinos were watching, and it was undeniable how beautiful the chemistry of Joan, Matthew, and the musical director who will be joining us later, si Tateng Katindig. When the three of them perform together, it's like a match made in heaven. What can you say to
you.
that?
No, I think it was really, I think with Tateng, it happened like, we were supposed to sing in San Francisco. We're like, who could be the perfect musical director
Yeah, we
that
went
will play the
through
piano? And
so many different artists and trying to figure out who's the best match. And that's one thing in music that's, I think, is sometimes the hardest thing to figure out, because you can have the best music composed for you, but if you don't have the artists collaborate well, then it's not going to come out good. So
Yeah.
you want artists who can really connect on a deeper level.
Yeah.
Okay, connection. May
Yes.
connection.
Oo, chemistry.
Why, yun na.
Yeah.
And that's like undescribable. Like you can never tell, right?
Yeah.
Until it really happens.
Yeah.
It's sort of this magic that takes over when the music is created.
Yeah.
Joan, why do you love performing with Matthew John?
Oh my gosh. First of all, when he plays that instrument,
Feel na feel,
instrument,
right?
yeah, it's like, first of all, you learn all these techniques and the emotional stuff, and then you bring in Matthew, who plays the cello, and then it grabs your heart. And when you perform, it's almost like I wanna know what
Mesmerizing.
he's thinking in there, because you're really like blended. You get lost in all that whole music that you
Oh,
play.
but
It's
someone
like,
can say that about you
Yeah.
when you perform
Yeah.
too, Joan. Let's not forget your Miss Saigon
you're
gigs
too nice naman.
and your Les Miserables gigs.
Yeah.
Diba?
The only way I can play well is with you guys. It's just like a push that I get playing with you and Tito Tateng.
Well, if you've ever seen Matthew John play, he really gets into it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it just shows your passion, diba?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But in love ka sa cello mo.
Yeah. It's actually, it's a funny story. When I first started the cello, I wanted to play the violin, and the middle school that I was in, they started a string program. So I set my sights on, I'm gonna play the violin. I come into the room, and the teacher says, "Sorry, we don't have any more violins." So here, try this instead. And I didn't even know what the name was. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And that's how I started on the cello. And every so often I'd look at the violins and I'd be like, I wish I could play that. But that was back then, and now I can't even imagine not playing the cello. It's a gift to me. It's my gift from God. And to be able to play the cello is just something that I have to thank Him for every day.
Yeah, well, that analogy can be said about a relationship too, right?
Yeah.
You meet someone serendipitously, it's never planned, and then all of a sudden, you're in this relationship that you've committed to. I mean, your craft is like a relationship. Like you said, you mentioned God, you're giving back to this higher power. And
Exactly.
I know for a fact as an artist, pag hindi ko alam kung paano ko gagawin, ikaw lang, Lord, bahala ka na, di ba? Kasi,
Yeah.
staying open to
Yes.
to possibilities.
Yes, well, it's February. As we know, it's the month of love. It's Valentine's Day. People are trying to give flowers away. And we want to gift you with our talents today. So I'm gonna put you on the spot. Like the G-Ton, G-I-M spot. Get it? Get it? Okay. I-render nyo naman kami ng mga magaganda nyong kanta. Pwede ba?
Oo, pwede. Of course.
Diba?
Who can say no to G?
Yeah.
Ikaw naman, on the spot talaga.
Well, she looks at me and expects me to do it.
Well, I know that you travel with your cello.
Yeah.
So if you would be so kind, when we return from the break, to give us a rendition of a beautiful love song for our kababayans, we would appreciate it.
Okay, sure.
All right, kasama natin Joan Almedilla, Matthew, John, Ignacio, and mamaya, Tateng Katindig. We'll be right back on Kababayan Today.